microaggressions are, I've heard it described as like death by 1,000 cuts.
Mm-hmm.
There are everyday ways that if you're walking around this world as a Black woman, as we are, you're constantly getting messaging about how lesser than you are in lots of different ways.
Yep.
And sometimes it's just passive messages. And other times it's active. You know, there's specific things that people might say that are really demeaning. And sometimes they come from well-intentioned people who may even describe themselves. Yeah, they might describe themselves as an ally. But they're part of a majority group and they don't have the lens, right? And they haven't, they don't know enough to know that that thing that they're saying or doing actually may have a hidden message to it that's really hurtful.
Well done, well said.
So that's how I would describe what a microaggression is. A few like examples that you might hear is like, oh, like look at that. Yeah, he's so articulate. A lot of people said this about President Obama. He's so articulate. It's like, what did you expect him to sound like? Like, why is it so special that he can string words together in the English language?
Several colleges. Like, he's very well educated. Why would he not be articulate? Well, that's because an ingrained concept and view and prejudicial, and this is where why is microaggressive. The prejudicial underpinnings of that is that Black folks are not educated, therefore they don't have the language or the vocabulary or the schooling to piece together such a sentence as what I just stated. So, so Obama is articulate because he can piece simple sentences together. And it happens at the most minor level where folks are given a presentation and it's very basic, by the way. It's not like I pulled a rabbit out of the hat, but no, seriously, but the expectation of the person standing in front of you is so low that you are often in awe of the wonderful job that was done. Yeah.
Yep. We have a mutual friend that I guess we won't call her out, but we were on like a Zoom call a month or two ago, and she was talking about like producing, work and people being surprised when they find out that was her report or that was her thing, that like, oh, you put that together? Wow. That's not a compliment. Why are you so surprised that I like what? Yes, I put that together. What is that about? Right? So yeah, those are just a couple of examples. In one scenario, I guess in both scenarios, the microaggressor might feel like those were actual compliments.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
You're complimenting me on something that is so basic, tells me that you expected so much less from me. And why is that? And when those low expectations are tied to stereotypes about Black people or Black women, then that's a violent statement that you just made to me, because your expectation of me was so low that you were surprised because I'm Black or because I'm a woman.
And that is the piece that often, again, because we're getting into what the Black woman is thinking as they're being microaggressed against. So we're opening the curtain, we're lifting the veil. This is what we're thinking. That is not a compliment. And now you're offended because I didn't accept your compliment because you don't understand why I didn't receive it as a compliment. That wasn't a compliment to me. I am an educated, well-versed, spent all this time to enhance my craft. I don't want a pat on the back for a PowerPoint. I'm sorry.